Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 76 of Black Lake Settlers. Last episode, I sent a skeleton crew to the ship's outpost, but that's about all I did. Hopefully I will get more of this stuff crossed off. Let's get going. So the first thing I want to do is to attend to some of the tips I received to give credit to the tipsters. So the first thing, APV 34 said, check my smelter. I am currently smelting kind of a lot of stuff. So what I'm going to do is destroy 2 of these smelting queues. This smelt is going to be anything from awful to, let's call it good. Excellent or better, we'll keep. And we're going to smelt most weapons that don't meet this requirement. So bolt actions. So we'll basically keep the assault rifles that are bad, the charged weapons, the doomsday, the even incendiary, goodbye. LMGs, miniguns, sniper rifles, triple launchers, and any of the melee that are good or worse. We already smelted Memby's weapon, but, you know, whatever. The next thing I want to do is to imprison Lucy here because she's an addict. And I plan on growing some smoke leaf. So what I'm going to have is, let's arrest her sort of in a public spot. Yeah, she gave up. Just so that people could help if she decided to fight back. And we will reduce resistance on her until she is no longer an addict. More tips. The next one, APV 34 said, I might consider bringing Babs and Hyena back to the home tile in order to celebrate their marriage, their wedding with everybody, and not just on this teeny home tile. And that is a very fair, very valid point, and one I intend to capitalize upon. So thank you for that. Another tip, 57 Thorns mentioned I should bring back this boomerang as well. So I'm going to do that as well when they leave. I'm just waiting for daybreak so I don't wake them in the middle of the night. Andrew Sylvester mentioned that I ought not to be sowing trees, but instead growing crops that benefit me. So that is a very, very good point, and I will do just that. So I still have this heal root here from a previous season because heal root is not affected by temperatures. If you didn't know that, yeah, heal root doesn't die in the winter no matter how cold it gets. So it is a very good plant to grow year-round. I don't know why I removed its grow zone. So one thing that I rely heavily upon in most of my colonies is psychoid or psychite tea. Not very addictive, very helpful with the mood. So I'm going to grow a whole bunch of it. Stockpile the hell out of it. There's T1. And I like it over smoke leaf because smoke leaf makes you super very useless when you use. Smoke leaf is a good sort of like emergency drug for mood alteration, but not good for maintaining good mood because it has such negative effects. So here's T1, T2. That's a lot of zoning. And then once they're done with that, I'll put smoke leaf down here. We also left off with Jova about to get knocked out from the heat. So I'm going to let her heat stroke get up a little higher just so that Luna can really capitalize on the rescue. And let's lock down the room behind. Oh, Vex already snuck in there. Come on, Vex. You know that wasn't intended for you. Another tip. Let's keep going through them. Carl Kittling mentioned that the outpost here really ought to incorporate a bigger freezer, basically. I'm sort of summarizing, but yeah, you make a very, very, very fair point, so I'm going to work on that. I have an idea to make this outpost a little bit better. This outpost's freezer or whatever a little bit better. So we'll start working on that. Now that Hyena and Babs are up, I'm going to have them work on the outpost's freezer and then send them home. Providing one of them can construct, and neither can. All right, so I'm not even going to wait. Let's get them home. Form caravan and bring home a bunch of the meat. I'm going to have him bring home as much of the wealth as I can as well. I don't really want there to be a lot of wealth on that tile. So let's bring home the wake up, the ambrosia, and a bunch of the beer. Alright. And then also, I wanted to change the way we use beer. I'm going to change mood below 78%. I'm going to rely a little bit more heavily on beer. I believe the alcohol warmth gives 10%. Let's watch someone drink. I just heard someone open a bottle. I thought. Maybe not. Alright, so she passed out, but I'm going to have her lay there a little bit longer so she stays unconscious while I rescue her. Alright, let's see about this beer. Oh, you're a teetotaler. That's, of course, I picked the only person that won't drink one. Here we go. So, beer is, what, 10 mood? Yeah, alright, so I did it right. The idea behind the drug assignments that I have is tea gives you 12, so use it 88. Beer gives you 10, so use it 78. So 78 brings you to 88. 88 brings you to 100. And then we don't really rely on smoke leaf joints. I'll put that to 25% as well. And ambrosia, unless we need to, and the reason being smoke leaf joints makes you pretty useless when you use it, and ambrosia is a drug that we can't cultivate easily. So I don't want to use it regularly because we will run out rapidly if that's what we did. So that all looks about right. I don't want to forget about Jova here. I'm just going to let her heat stroke get a little bit higher so that it is a true and honest rescue. Hugh, you are going to hunt. I should add a constructor down there. I'm trying to think of who... Penguin would be a good constructor to add. He's been tapped to go down there often. So maybe I'll send him back down there to fix up the zone. So yeah, let me do that. Penguin the Brawler. I'm going to bring some components. I'm going to bring 8 of them and 3 fine meals and head on down. And he'll fix some of the errors that are down there. And then another tip I got from Sorrel, which is I really ought to have fire foam poppers wherever I keep my anything dangerous. So I'm going to start installing fire foam poppers in areas that should have them. So that's a very fair point. So if like a pyromaniac decides to beeline for the chem fuel to set it on fire, the fire foam popper goes off and prevents that from becoming a horrible explosive problem. Alright, so I think she regained consciousness. No, there's a rescue benefit. Sweet. Alright, now the both of you head back to your prison. I know, sad, sorry. But that's really what it is. We have another bionic arm. I don't think Zero Day needs it, so we have to find a recipient. Nara, are you transhumanist? Yes, you are. I could give it to Nara. She is a meleeer. But let me look for someone that actually has a... Gob actually needs it more. As for these guys, I need to give these guys a lot of love. Because they are going to become extraordinarily hungry very, very quickly. So first things first, forget this moisture pump. Work on the butcher table. Because they're ascetics, it's going to be really, really easy to feed them. I just need to butcher these creatures here. So let's go ahead and slaughter. Our slaughterer will be Griffin and at the moment we're eating the kibble, but soon we can just eat raw meat. Eventually I'll get NPM set up. Where is the Psychic Soothe? Sweet, at the home tile, where it matters the most. I'm also going to need some wood, so I'll set up a chop wood. So Tom, you are going to be our woodcutter and grower. Valentin, your miner. DQ, your hunter and crafter. Because I started on limestone, I might as well continue the limestone trend. So let's kill the any blocks and do limestone only. And then I'm going to lay out let me do this a little bit differently. I'm going to lay out some rooms for these guys. Alright, and that utilizes the rough sandstone and the fact that they're ascetics. There we go. Don't know about the feng shui of that layout, but whatever. Some short circuit event. So Penguin's heading south, Hyena and Babs are heading north. Hugh, you should be hunting. So let's go and queue that up. Maybe don't hunt the warg. You are a wimp after all. And then Penguin is going to help fix up Sadistic Rage. You want to vent your anger on prisoners, but you are a prisoner. Can you just punch yourself? That'd be, like, ideal. And I send a wimp in to subdue her. That didn't really work all that well. Let's go haul this assault rifle away. Okay, so Penguin arrived to fix up the hunting outpost. Babs and Hyena arrived to bring the meat and bring the boom rat back. So this boom rat is going to be set to the ranch. I'm hoping that I get raiders that mess with that ship, because I'm afraid that that ship is just stocked full of horribleness. That is sort of my expectation and understanding. Nope, I set you both to be recruited. That's dumb of me. Now, what else is going on? I would like to... Griffin. Would also benefit us not eating on the floor. Set up some recreation. Alright, and hopefully we get the bedrooms before nightfall. Penguin, you are going to be used to fix up this outpost, while Hugh stocks it full of food. We're trying to fireproof some stuff here. Alright, already pretty fireproof. Oh, Luna and Jova, I forgot to lock the door. Dope. Jova and Luna. Sorry, ladies, but... congratulations, Tom. Now you have need a prosthetic heart. I have a heart, but not a bionic one. Okay, guys. Jesus. Everyone out except for Luna, Jova. Lock the door. Reminds me of the old reality TV shows of like Big Brother or something. Forcing couples, etc. But they're warming up to one another, so I really, really hope that my efforts aren't in vain here. No permanent injuries on those prisoners, that's good. Griffin, get back to work. Can anyone else construct decently well? No, not really. Not without running the risk of constant failure. No sleeping, Griffin. So we didn't quite finish the bedrooms, but we have sort of an outdoor rec area. It's not great, but it's a start. Let's finish the bedrooms now. Just stress them out a little bit longer. See, now it's proper bedrooms. I'll wake them up to appreciate it. You guys can go back to sleep. I didn't mean to keep you awake. Oh, you were almost fully rested. And rare thrombo popping up on this cell. That's not that useful to me because I don't know if the 4 of them can take one down without risk of death or whatever. Alright, Mr. Penguin, you are going to be set to construct. So we brought some meat in, but we're still a little light on the meat here. I'm going to set to hunt everything. Come on, guys. Just, for me, befriend one another. That would mean the world to me. DQ's mom has got it going on. Wow, it got super bloody. What the hell happened here? Blood of roosters and hens. Oh yeah, right. The great chicken invasion of that we had to face And then the pirates versus the visiting caravan. Yeah, I remember all that now. All right, so we are starting to make improvements to the outpost zone. Combat supplier has arrived to the main tile. Cool. Not exactly sure if I have a lot of stuff for them. But I'll trade nonetheless. Looks like our sowing is just about completed. And we harvested a bunch of heal root, that's good. Oh, nice green, it looks like jade armor. I mean, obviously it isn't, but it appears like it's jade armor. Going to check health, manipulation. Who needs the arm? Kritos, you don't. Babs. Yes, you have an old gunshot in your left arm. And you need a right foot too, Babs. I'm lucky I haven't had any body purists yet. What is the beauty here? It's decent. Definitely low on food. Okay, so the bedrooms are done. The next project is power. So we can get NPM up. So let's get a geothermal going. Because this meat will spoil soon. Penguin is still working. And Hugh is still hunting. Oh boy. Oh yeah, they're smart enough not to kill themselves. Alright, Cupid got to where we needed to go. This Muffalo is slower because of an old injury, so I'm going to sell off the Muffalo. Sorry, Glacier, I'm going to have to name something new after you. I'm going to buy some meals to keep me going so I don't have to eat the, whatever, eat the kibble. We do have a lung here. Cool. We have a power claw. Awesome. What else we got? That lung is going to be quite nice. I guess Wolf is going to finally get a lung again. And I'm buying the lances. And that's about it. That about summarizes it. Alright, let's check this one last neighbor for stuff. Because, yeah, you needed a lung, correct? Yes, good. Wolf will be whole soon. Did you get that arm? Yes, you did. Good, good. Looking at our wood, let's go ahead and suspend this for now, because we are just about out of wood. That's the worst thing you could do to yourself, Doe. So these vents are for wintertime. We can benefit from the heat that this generates. So if I did this correctly, which I did, this whole zone in here should become super cold really, really quickly. And what I'm doing is adding some wooden walls to it to shrink the zone in order to make it easier to cool down. Let's check that original... Oh, here they are. Lenka. Velik and Lenka. Lenka, let's go ahead and see what they have to trade. And the next thing I can work on with Penguin is creating a bedroom for Endelos when he's manning this outpost. So that was another goal I had. Linka says, choose a healthier negotiator. I'm just not going to worry about smelting these weapons. I'm just going to sell them. Let's see. They don't have anything I want, but I can benefit from some of their silver. And that's it. Weapons traders don't trade for very much. I'm definitely keeping my sniper rifles and assault rifles. Okay. That was not, I would say, all that exciting, but at least we got rid of some of the weapons we don't need. So I'm shrinking this zone, as I said, so that it's easier to freeze the freezer. But the freezer's already cold enough not to allow for infestations, which was my primary concern. Because this outpost is generally not manned enough to be able to properly defend against an infestation. I'm going to have this be a nice square. Or rectangle. And the next thing to work on is Endelos' bedroom. Alright, so now this freezer is definitely super cold enough to not allow for infestations. And everything that goes in here is the correct temperature. Okay, perfect. Looking good. I can expand the butcher, and then I can expand this stockpile. An ambrosia sprout, nice. Where is this? This is the the outpost. Cool. All right, let me try to encapsulate this. Ambrosia 2. Ambrosia 2. There you go. All right, how's it looking? We've got... Oh, that's just about done. Come on, Griffin. Just finish it off. And then we'll be eating NPM. I just need to set up a freezer. So that's the next goal. I don't want to waste any of this rough stone here. So production. I have to decide where this goes. Maybe like this. That's not a lot of room for frozen. Ah, there we go. That's going to be a properly large room for frozen stuff. And that will also allow for a bunch of hoppers. That's probably good enough. And then I will have a cooking stove. And maybe plop it in there. Oh, this is coming together. Still a little rough, but coming together. So for now, it's all ascetics, so I don't really need to worry about nice bedrooms, but eventually it will be joined by a bunch of the ship's defenders, so then I will have to eventually worry about it being decent. You know, having a somewhat proper rec room, that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is have the ascetics set it up for everyone else. Or not everyone else, but the people that have the highest combat ability. So that's a nice area there that I will utilize. Okay. Hugh set a bunch of forest. Ooh, there's some super meaty creatures. You guys can leave. We're done here. Looks like the psychoid leaves are done, so smoke leaves are next. You tried. Just keep trying. Just keep trying. Disease, animal flu. Well, at least it's the animals. If it was me, that would be worse. I have too many humans. I wonder when the wedding is on. Alright, the next thing I wanted to do is to set up a bedroom for Endelos. I guess I could put it here. It's a very strange shaped bedroom, but that makes the most sense. So let's get these batteries out. Ideally, I would have the batteries somewhere where there's not a lot of flammable stuff. But we have steel walls there. I guess I could put them here. They're ugly, though. I want them ideally outside, but I don't really have the capacity to do that. I'll put them outside and just hope they don't get bashed to death. And I can work on a better quality bed, I suppose. Alright, trade caravan is leaving. Farewell, traders. And these guys are leaving too. Inspired. Ooh. Alright, let's go for a royal bed here. And the short circuit sucks. A fire. Oh, yeah, home zone. I was wondering why they weren't fighting this fire. I have manual home zoning off. So I'm gonna work on adding this to a home zone. Voila. Another safety measure will be to concrete up as much as I can. And limestone this wall up so it can't set on fire in the future. It's a lot of work, a lot of construction work. Where are you? Oh, all right, let's fix this zone. Shrink it. Not include the trees. I really only care about the ambrosia. All right, Tom. But I can add some more wood. 34, 48, 66. We're working on it. Making some progress. A masterwork shelf. Good job. Crap. Bad job. Well, all right. So it would have been a masterwork quality. I meant for him to. Darn it. Oh well. Wasted inspiration. That's entirely on me. With this challenge, I feel sometimes like I am juggling too much stuff. I'm looking for someone that needs an arm. Alright, so we're already at Alzalbo. Maybe I can stop making arms. Nope, I need one more. At least. Two more arms. 3 more if I'm helping Seo. Which I should. I mean, it's part of my long-term goals. Cupid, you should be there soon. Oh, you're resting. Alright, smoke leaf is getting sown. Look at that. Big old farm. Alright, gals. Maybe you shouldn't chat about vomiting. Because I am trying very hard to get you two to like one another. And I really don't want to have to use the wardening method. But like I said, at the end of this episode, if it hasn't happened yet, I'm going to give up. I'm a little worried about Hugh the Wimp hunting Rhino, but at least if he gets hit, he goes down immediate, so he doesn't, you know, kill himself or whatever. Alright, Penguin, I have a gross task for you. I should leave some Molotovs. Uh-oh. This looks real bad. I am almost out of time, so this might be a cliffhanger. Animals. So I'll set it up as a cliffhanger. This is a kind of a death stack of mechs. I might lean on doomsday launchers and calling in allies. That's what I was trying to do. Let's call Germania. Calling some favors here. Okay, they're not landing on my base. That's good. Alright, guys. Well, we'll have to see how I defend against this. What is this? 4 Scythers? That's not so bad. 9 Lancers, 16 Centipedes. The 16 Centipedes concern me a little bit, but we'll have to see how I defend against this next episode. I'm just going to leave that for future me to deal with, because it makes for a very good cliffhanger. So we've got, let me get a quick head count of all the mechs. We've got 29 mechs coming in against roughly 40 defenders. I think the uranium slug turrets will prove to be pretty useful, and maybe I can get some EMP IEDs set up for them. If you have any tips, tricks, ideas, feedback of any type, drop me a line, and I do hope that you tune in next time. So thank you all for watching, and adios.